Due to individual shown, so there was only minimum absolute difference in sliding submatrix. We're given a matrix here, amount of elements, it's k. We need to form submatrices in this matrix and calculate the minimum absolute difference, which in this case is equal to 2. So we're just sorting, getting all the elements, sorting and calculating the minimum distance. So let's start our implementation. We got mn, it's our default one. So length of grid 0, so pretty standard. Our result shall be defined as 0 multiplied by n minus k plus 1, or in the range of m minus k plus 1. So let's start our iteration over all possible metrics. So we're going to use just simple brute force, no optimizations, nothing. So in range n minus k plus 1. So we got our all possible values here, and let's collect them. For x in range I plus I until I plus k, for y in the range starting with j plus k also. So we're iterating over all elements and appending them here to our grid x, y, so we're appending them to there initially. So we got our list of values, just list from our values, which is set. So we're just sorting our list and starting our iteration here. If length of then 1, in this case the result ij is 0. In all other cases we find the minimum difference. So initially let's define it as float, infinite value, and let's iterate over all possible list vals -1 until we got our new minimum difference here, and we will assign it to a result of ij to minimum difference. So we're going to return minimum difference, and let's implement. So it will be minimum of current one minimum difference, or the list vals 3 plus 1 minus list vals 2. So let's submit our solution to see if it actually works. Brute force, simple approach. Here's just multiple. Instead of returning minimum difference, we should return the result. So let's try our solutions, see if it works. So thank you guys for watching. See you next day.